Here's a brief overview of Convolytic. So once you set up your first project and have data flowing in, you're going to have an analytics dashboard whereby you can see the total conversation within a set period that you can pick here, your success rate, your average sentiment as it relates to a 100 score, how many active projects you have, and something that most other analytics services don't have, incomplete calls. This is a call that gets immediately transferred due to the caller wanting to talk to a live representative, or it's a hang up. So we don't count this as a success or a failure, rather than an incomplete call. Here you can see the successes and failures and conversation trends. If you click through to a higher time period, you can see higher, or if you just want to see one day. You have the sentiment distribution. Then you have your active projects. All your recent conversations that come in will be listed here. The analytics are more enhanced analytics, and here you can see deeper sentiment as it relates to emotions, successes, failures, pain points, positive points, and opportunities. Within each of those areas, you can see what are the conversations for that. For example, if you want to see your satisfied conversations, you can see those, and then you can scroll to those and see what you're doing well, or if you want to go through and see the pain points or the successes and failures. I think it's important, we think it's important to see both the opportunities, positive points, and get insights on how your voice agent is doing. We've also added this AI assist feature where you can ask it questions. You can be asking about your top pain points. You can say, hey, on July 15th, I noticed that there were a lot of failures. Can you do an analysis on why that is? And it goes through each of the conversations and gives you deeper insights into your agent. Here, this is where you set up projects, and you can actually go in and view the project itself. It'll give you the same type of information, but here you can see your webhook, you can see the sentiment, you can see the recent conversation, and then we also have AI insight based on all the conversations. What are some things you can do with your prompt? Here you can set up voice A/B testing for your incoming calls. If you create an A/B test, you need at least 2 projects, and you pick those. You can buy a number from us, or you can bring your own SIP trunking number. And then what it'll do is once you start the test, it'll automatically route the calls between your different agents. For example, you can have a male voice versus a female voice. You can have a prompt with certain type of flow versus another type of flow, and see which one does better, because week by week, as you see in anything, it's not always consistent. So you don't want to be running one voice one week and another voice another week and calling one a success. There are too many external factors that will affect this. Here you can search your conversations. We're going to be adding more sentiment searches, but here this is full text search of all of the conversations. And then obviously here we're very excited about this feature, is the ability to have alerts. So you can set up a daily digest to see how things are going in your voice agent. You can see when sentiment is changing by more than a certain percentage, and you'll get an email when that happens. Let's say, for example, you have a webhook or an external API or an MCP server that goes down. You want to be notified immediately if that is affecting your voice agent. So that is why we've created this feature. And of course, we have documentation to help you in how you set your send us your JSON files. So we're excited for you to use Convolytic. We're the premier voice agent and chat agent analytics tool on the market today.